Hi there. So a couple of you have talked about the issue of diastasis recti, which happens to many of us after our first or second child. And it actually really occurred to me after my second child when I went into a plank position and I experienced that kind of protruding bulge in the center of my abdomen, so right over your belly button. That's one main indication that you might have diastasis recti. Anyways, I've had a couple of you ask for a few extra exercises to kind of help correct that. And keeping in mind, if you do know that you have diastasis recti, never bring yourself into a plank onto the hands. Always bring it onto the forearms so that you have control throughout the pelvic area. So let me give you a couple of these exercises. Actually, I'm going to give you three. So number one, you're coming into a bridge position. Okay, in this bridge position, you want to think about locking together your lower to upper abdominal muscles as you come into the movement. So what we're doing, we're pressing into the heels, you're kegeling as you lock into this roll up. You're not coming into a full bridge. What you're doing is you're connecting your upper to your lower abdominals, and then you're rolling back down. You want to inhale into the chest, exhale, lock into the upper lower abdominals, roll and curl up, and make that connection between the upper and the lower abdominals to help bring some of those areas together, and then roll back down. Do not practice the yoga breath when you are doing these exercises, and I actually recommend that you practice the Pilates breath, which is into the chest and then lock into the pelvic area if you know that you have diastasis recti specifically. So let's try this one more time. Inhale into the chest, exhale, roll up, make that connection between the upper and the lower. You should feel that connection happening, okay? So that's exercise number one. Exercise number two, you're gonna notice here, okay, my back is rounded up. I don't want that. I wanna keep that locked in, and all of my abdominals are already engaged. I wanna inhale into the chest, exhale, lock in, and you're gonna lift one knee up and bring it back down. Inhale, exhale, other knee comes back up, and then comes back down. And you're going to repeat this about 20 times. Making sure that your back does not roll up and you don't get that protruding bulge as you come into that movement. So you really want to keep it locked in there. And again for about 20 times. Now, this isn't going to feel like you're doing much, but believe me, at the end of 3 sets of 20 of each of these, I promise you will feel them. It's quite uncanny. So number 3 is here. So again, you want to avoid having that protruding bulge. You want to try to keep everything flat. Inhale into the chest, exhale. Now drop the heel. Inhale. This one's a little more advanced. Exhale, drop the heel. So if you're finding that you're not able to make that connection, do exercises number 1 and 2 for the first week, and then come into exercise number 3. Okay, one last word of advice I'm going to give to you. After practicing these exercises, don't lift up from the core. Roll over to the side. Let those muscles do what they have to do. And try this for the next month, okay? If you find these aren't helping, then you need more. You need to go seek counseling with a physiotherapist that does pelvic floor work. Okay, so I hope those 3 exercises were helpful. Try your best to stay consistent with them. 3 sets of 20 for each exercise for the next month, and see if that helps to bring that pelvic floor back together for you, okay? And if you have any other questions about anything over these next, not even 2 weeks left of the program, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Bye for now.